MOALID AHMED likes to play basketball. It's the only time he feels free. He was convicted of piracy in the Seychelles 3 years ago. He was recently transferred here to Hargeisa. He had hoped to be closer to his family, but they haven't visited. He says he was out fishing when his boat drifted towards the Seychelles. The court didn't believe him and sentenced him to more than 20 years in jail.
As a young man, this sentence is taking the most important part of my life. You can imagine how I feel when I am told you can't appeal. I feel really unhappy.
There are almost 40 convicted pirates here. There are also some former Al-Shabaab fighters, as well as a general prison population. The United Nations funded the $1.5 million refurbishment of the compound. We weren't allowed to film inside the cells, but were shown skills that pirates are being taught, like woodwork and welding.
Education's low. They haven't got some of these skills that we're introducing. So what have they got to do? How are they going to earn their life outside in the community? So we need these skills taught to prisoners, so hopefully we can take them away from that role of crime.
ABDURASHID ABDULLAH says he's turned his back on a life of crime. He was a deputy of one of the most famous pirates in Somalia known as Farah. ABDURASHID was recently released from Hargeisa prison and now runs a successful fishing business in Berbera. He says life as a pirate was hellish.
Sometimes we had no idea where we were heading and who was in the ship and whether they would defend themselves. Look at what happened to Farah. They were 10 men and they targeted a naval vessel by mistake. They were hit by a mortar and 6 of them died.
Since 2007, pirates have held hundreds of ships for ransom. But it's been 1 year since Somali pirates hijacked a vessel.
There are many reasons why Somali piracy seems to have collapsed. International naval forces have helped, as well as additional security on ships. But more than 1,000 pirates have been imprisoned, and that has definitely put people off from taking to the high seas.
Last year, more than 100 attempted hijackings were stopped, and dozens of pirates were captured. But Somaliland is one of the few countries in the world willing to take any responsibility for them. It may be easier to capture pirates out at sea, but now the world has to work out what to do with them here on land. Nazanine, Moshiri, Al Jazeera, Hargeisa.